Never before in world history has there ever been such a medical phenomenon welded to oppression. The modern radio frequency / wireless communication infrastructure is capable of all of the following, and it's done wirelessly and visibly without our consent. EKG, EEG, transcranial stimulation, brain state manipulation, its toxic pollution, continuously discharged at unhealthy levels, and narrowband attacks against enemies of the state. So EEG and EKG technology has advanced to the point where it can be done what's called remotely. So that all has to do with shooting a radio frequency at a person, then listening to the frequency shot at the person, and then gathering data after or off of that. So just like how dolphins communicate with each other with sonar, except it's essentially a Wi-Fi unit, just like an Emerald project or a transmitter or transceiver, that is transmitting at a targeted individual or just any type of person or group of people, and then is receiving a very modern amount of data off of that transmission that was transmitted at the group of people. So that's a fact that this is in use. There is an old TED Talks called Project Emerald, where a woman from MIT explains how that technology is utilized. So that's a proof of concept for one version of it. The government always has a more advanced version of what's ever happening in the university setting. That's a fact. It happened with the internet, it happened with cell phones, and now the radio frequency communication is not just communication, it's weapons also. It's a weapon system and it's communication. And through PSYOPs, we can see that communication can be a weapon also. So it's all there. All of this is a fact. And once again, never before in world history has there ever been such a medical phenomenon welded to oppression. And what I mean by a medical phenomenon is, with the radio frequency technology and this wireless communications infrastructure, we're capable of reading people's minds, detecting their heart rate, reading their subvocalized thought, determining what brain state they're currently in, and it's a toxic pollutant in our environment. So it's inflating mental health problems, physical health problems. From an old paper from John Patterson, he had listed off a whole list of common health problems. The symptoms he observed included short-term memory loss, including momentary lapses, long-term memory loss, involuntary contraction of muscles and tendons, sleeplessness, chronic fatigue, balance problems, sore neck muscles, jaw out of alignment, vertebrae in shoulders and bottom four vertebrae back out of alignment, caused by cramping of muscles, reduction in elasticity of body, especially throat, resulting in choking effect when swallowing, thyroid problems, heart problems, including heart attacks, stomach valve not opening properly, leading to heartburn and nausea, changes in gait, numbing of the skin, black rings around the iris, kidney problems, liver problems leading to skin problems, rashes and pimples that don't heal. John Patterson saw at least 1,000 workers with similar skin problems. And then finally, inappropriate emotional response. And that's something that everybody alive right now, especially in a city, is seeing. Inappropriate emotional response. This is all engineered on purpose with radio frequencies. And once again, never before in world history has there ever been such a medical phenomenon welded to oppression. This modern radio frequency wireless communications infrastructure is capable of transmitting narrow bands, which is identical to a directional energy weapon. It is literally the same, equal sign in between the two. Narrow band transmission equals directional energy attack. Toxic transmission equals directional energy attack. It is a toxic pollutant to everyone in the environment, not just the people getting shot with the narrowband. It's violating our health rights, our civil rights. We didn't sign up to be a patient. We didn't get compensated to be tested on. This is illegal. This is an evolution of MK Ultra. Obviously.